of 16. They will get underway in about 35, 40 minutes from right now over on League Pass. We'll check in throughout the night on Game Time.
Future All-Star Donovan Mitchell. He better be an All-Star.
We'll find out Thursday. Good transition there. He would.
Hey, I'm paying attention.
You'll see the Jazz and Nuggets on TNT at 10:30 Eastern. But before all the games get going, Ernie and the gang will announce the All-Star reserves starting at 7 p.m. Eastern. That's 4 Pacific over on TNT. Well, all throughout the night, you can follow the Handles crew at Handles NBA TV on Twitter. And then when all the action is done tonight, check in with Ben Lyons and NBA champion Channing Frye for the night in the NBA through the lens of social media.
That's good when he says that.
I want to hear more about Sundance, man, actually more than anything else.
What's up, Jared? Yeah, you can follow me on Twitter for all my Sundance stuff. But we're talking NBA action tonight with the aforementioned NBA champion Channing Frye, and just getting called that makes you laugh.
Ooh, man, it feels good. It feels good. I just need to be reminded.
Sadly, we were never able to say the All-Star Channing Frye, but the All-Star reserves will be announced tomorrow night on TNT, 7 o'clock here on the East Coast. And, if you look at the East, Channing, some of the teams are having some struggles in the first half of the season, but there's certain names that you really like as potential reserves. Let's get to the starters first. When you see the 5 up there on the board, what comes to mind?
I think the big controversy, obviously everyone's talking about it, is Trae Young. Not having the worst record in the league, but still making it. But he's there. He got voted. He's exciting. He's having crazy success personally. But the rest of those guys belong there. Pascal Siakam is just excited to watch him play.
It's really incredible to watch his journey from the G League to an all-star starter. Now, here are Channing Frye's East reserves, and let's run through a few of those.
First of all, Sabonis has been doing everything for the Pacers.
We'll get into his tandem with Victor Oladipo a little bit later tonight.
Bam, obviously Miami's success rides a lot with him and Jimmy Butler, who I'm talking about next.
How's Jimmy Butler in the forwards and Ben Simmons is in the guards?
I don't know.
Oh, this is Channing Frye's list.
This is my list. This is my list. My list. So Ben Simmons, obviously, I think when Embiid goes out, he really has stepped up and shown he can handle a team. I think Chris Middleton is one of the most slept-on guys in the league. He is another superstar for those Bucks.
Why'd you go Tatum over, let's say, Jaylen Brown?
I think Jason Tatum is the guy they give to at the end of the game, except for Kemba Walker. I think Jason Tatum is taking those steps to be that guy. People are going to scout on Jason Tatum, I think, a little bit more than Jaylen Brown, who is still a talent, but I don't think that is as good as Jason Tatum.
Somebody who's always getting scouted and has been an all-star before is Bradley Beal, but he's left off your list.
Yeah, I just had to give it to Zach LaVine. For me, I love Bradley Beal's game. He's one of my top 5 favorite guys to watch. What he's done with all their injuries in Washington, but Zach LaVine, to me, this year has shown that he's consistent, even though all their injuries. They have all this young talent. Wendell Carter, Lauri Markkanen, Thaddeus Young. All these guys have only played 9 games together, and they're still in the running for the playoffs.
It'll be fun to see Zach in Chicago, but I feel like Bradley Beal should make the All-Star game just for that dunk last night alone. Like, they should put him in the All-Star game just for what he did on one of the Lopez brothers.
You got to give it to the young fella, man.
Let's head on over to the Western Conference and take a look at the starters. Obviously, no surprise, of course, to see LeBron and AD and James Harden and Kawhi and Luka. This is really the class of the NBA, and they all are on the same team.
Yeah, I think LeBron was a little nervous if he was going to be the captain or not. Luka was up there creeping. So either way, it's going to be exciting. That's a tough team to play against. Any one of them can go off for 40 in a night.
And tough to name some reserves in the West when there have been a lot of great guys. A couple controversial picks up on the board.
Yeah, let's start with this. Here we go. Obviously, it's going to be Donovan Mitchell, but we had this argument of who makes the Utah Jazz run, and I said it is Joe Ingles.
Now,
so somebody
you don't have to fight me to get my support on Jingles. You know how he shut down J.J. Redick in Game 7 a couple years back. He made Paul George go 2-16 in an elimination game. He's a defensive stopper, and like you said, 20-6 when he starts.
His numbers don't jump at you, but honestly, when he plays a point guard, he gets everybody going. 6'7", 6'8" guard for them. Gets Gobert going, gets Donovan Mitchell going, is an underrated defender at times, and but obviously it is going to be Donovan Mitchell who goes. But I got to give a shout out to the unsung hero, Joe Ingles.
I feel like you left Rudy Gobert off the list just because you want to see him cry again. And that's very selfish of you, Channing.
No, I just don't think that. Or I think Rudy Gobert is great defensively, but he is not at the all-star talent that the rest of these guys are. That's just my opinion.
All right, Jared, you heard it here. Channing Frye thinks Joe Joe Ingles should be in the All-Star game. What say you guys?
But when you start the
Whoa. Time out, Jared. I got to jump in here.
When you start the sentence with, the numbers don't jump out at you, but no.
That is arguably one of the worst lists in All-Star list history.
In the history of All-Star lists.
How in the world? I love Joe Ingles.
Man, y'all killing my boy Channing, huh?
I'm going to kill him. How in the world do you put Joe?
Can we zoom in so we can see Channing's face
How in the world do you put Joe Ingles
Zoom in on Channing's
ahead
face.
of Rudy Gobert? Rudy Gobert is averaging 16 points, 15 rebounds, anchoring the defense with 2 blocks a game.
Channing's jet lag.
And he's going to put Joe Ingles in there?
Jet lag.
I'm just not. Do you want to watch Rudy Gobert in the All-Star game?
I don't want to watch Joe Ingles either.
I would much rather have Joe Ingles.
I think we all could beat him in a foot race.
That's not the
all
best
of us could beat him running.
No, I would much rather.
You had him with the 20 and 6. You had him with the two-way player. You had him at 40% for 3. I don't want to watch Rudy Gobert in the All-Star game.
I just don't want to watch Rudy Gobert in the All-Star game.
Joe Ingles.
What's he
That's
going to do?
Hey, Cherry, you got to take this seriously when you put your list up there, man. Hey, people on Twitter are going to be killing you for this, and deservedly
They're not
so.
going to kill me. Everyone loves Joe Ingles.
No, they do not. That is a bad list.
Treasure.
That is a bad
I
list.
love his name.
Zach LaVine over Beal. I can't do that.
Can you not do that? Didn't he average 42 last week?
For the week. Bill averages 29 for the season.
I think Zach LaVine.
Who made your list, man?
27.
Somebody's got to score the ball on a bad
somebody
team.
got to shoot the ball.
But with
Well,
doesn't play
Channing,
defense.
that jet lag on
Zach
that Joe
in
Ingles.
Chicago.
Your little jet lag on Joe Ingles.
Joe
That's the
Ingles,
one.
man?
Joe Ingles.
Oh, my goodness.
Joe Ingles was just obviously, I said, if you listen, I said Donovan Mitchell obviously is a pick. But if we had to say the guy that makes a Utah Jazz as good as they are, it is
Rudy
Joe
Gobert.
Ingles.
Is Rudy Gobert.
No, God,
Come
stop
on,
it, guys.
Channing, we're about to send you back to get a 10-day.
What did Rudy
Stop
Gobert
it,
do to you?
guys.
What happened? What happened?
I have no
Can't
idea.
shoot a hook shot. What are you going to throw in the ball in the playoffs?
In the play?
But it's not about the
playoffs.
Are we talking about the All-Star game or the playoffs?
Well, I don't want to say, listen, he's not going to the All-Star game, and he doesn't do that much in the playoffs. So I don't know what we're
Channing,
arguing about.
I don't think
love that we're
anybody
sitting here
outside the
arguing
Ingles
about Joe
family
Ingles
thinks
and
that
these
Joe
guys
Ingles should be in the All-Star game.
Are you sure the Ingles family thinks?
Yeah.
They want to take a vacation that week.
Yeah, I don't.
Hey, Channing, you may have to go sign with the Lakers for 10 days, all right? You may have to go away.
Hey, we need to bring him down here for that so we can debate us face to face.
There we go. I bet you goes for 30 tonight. Just
30,
so y'all
yeah,
talking
30
mess.
minutes.
Send him a tweet. Send him a tweet.
Get him with them 30 minutes, Joe
At
Ingles.
Handles NBA TV if you want to hate
No,
on
at
Channing.
Channing Frye.
Right. The night in the NBA through the lens of social media, the Joe Ingles fan club will be on when all the games are over tonight right here on NBA TV. Thanks, Channing. Thanks, Ben.